Well, hello everybody and welcome to Feel Better Eating. This is a whole food, plant-based experience that has the intention to educate you about the health benefits of eating plants and a plant-based diet, inspire you to try new foods, and most importantly, Catherine, is...
Have fun?
Have fun, there we go. We're learning, we've got that dialed in. Catherine, this is Catherine, my wonderful wife. I'm Joshua. And we're going to have a lot of fun here live in the Michigan City, Indiana, at the Grace Learning Center. And we've got a certified banger of a recipe. This has been put through the test. I think I've been eating it for the last 9 days. It's a great enjoyment and I'm excited to make it again. Catherine, welcome to the show. How are you doing and what are we making today?
Good, thank you, Joshua. We are making sweet potato brownies today. And when I discovered this recipe, I was blown away on how moist brownies could be. I hate that word, so I was trying to do a different word than moist, but they are so moist. They've got so much richness to them, and they're completely plant-based. So chocolatey, so sweet, whole food ingredients. I love this recipe. As I was telling the audience, I've made it like 10 times within the last week, and it's, as Joshua said, a certified banger.
Certified.
It's something that you can make for parties or just when you're craving it. You have the ingredients around the house. It really is so simple to make.
It is. Right, well, I'm just going to open this window because I think I'm trying to cook myself.
You're already sweating.
No, it's just hot.
I don't think it's that hot, but I'm in a dress, so.
All right.
Off to the right, Josh.
This one?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, that up and that up and then...
Oh, we didn't grab any bowls of such.
No, that's better.
We need just one bowl.
All right, I'll get a bowl as well.
Okay.
So that was I think it's because the oven's heating up, isn't it? This big enough?
No.
This one?
Yes.
All right, cool.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Okay, so the star of this show really is this potato right here. This is a Japanese sweet potato, or as Joshua would like to call...
Sweet white magic in a purple jacket.
It is a sweet potato that you can get at mostly Whole Food stores.
Yeah.
They're not very common at your regular store, and they're different than the yam or orange sweet potato because of the purple skin, obviously. And the inside of it is white. So that is why Joshua said white magic and a purple jacket.
Yeah, and just for reference, Kate has already baked this. This
Yes.
isn't it raw.
I pre-baked this for the show. The potato skins are a favorite of Labradors, so it never goes to waste
Never.
at our house.
Or me.
No, Joshua will also eat the potato skins. There's probably some other recipes that you can think of with the potato skins, but we're basically gonna use this sweet potato as the base for the wet ingredients of the brownie. And you can see some people when they make brownies, they sometimes use banana, but this sweet potato is sweet, but it's a different sweetness that you usually get.
Yeah, it tastes
Do you
like
have a question?
candy.
Yeah, isn't the skin of the sweet potato healthy? I mean, the healthiest part of the potato?
Well, I've heard that before about other potatoes and sweet potatoes, and it definitely has nutritional value. Just if you add it into the brownie, it won't blend. It's too thick, so you'll end up with like a...
Chunks of brownie skin, but you could potato skin in your brownie, but
Yeah,
if you really
you
wanted
could-
to
you
try
could do
that,
that.
you could go for it.
And then what I do with these is, especially if they're crispy, you remember the sesame oil? I just put the sesame oil and just dip that in. And because
Yeah.
this is, I mean, I don't think we're going to use the whole thing. You could just try the potato by itself. They're so good. It tastes like candy, I think.
We could chop off
They're
a little
really
bit for people
They're very
to try.
addictive. I buy these in bulk now. We get 20 pounds at a time.
So the reason that we started getting into these potatoes is because sweet potatoes are a different type of carbohydrate. They're a complex carb that your body processes differently than a yellow or a russet or a red potato.
Yeah.
Do you remember any information about how our body processes the complex carbs differently?
Just takes longer, so they're more satiating. So when you eat these brownies, they do have a lot of other health foods in, but this will make it actually fill you up and satiate you.
Does anyone want to try it?
It will be cold. Is it cold?
It's room temperature.
Yeah, we can leave that off to the side.
I baked it this morning.
We can add those samples out, but in the main recipe, we're going to start off with a cup of this. And to bake these, how long did you bake that for, Catherine?
I baked it at 400 for 30 minutes or maybe more, but you just put the whole thing on a pan or straight on the rack, put some holes in it, and it gets all mushy and
you're in.
let it cool, and then you're ready for your your brownie base, potato base.
Next up, we're going to be adding the sweet maple syrup.
Yes, so we're going to be doing 1/3 cup of maple syrup. So we may need our other bottle. So this works as our sweetener for the recipe, and it also adds that liquid to it because, you know, with other sugars like the cane sugar and the coconut sugar, it's a dry sugar. But with this one, I think it also facilitates that like moist brownie that we're looking for. I mean, is brownies anyone's favorite dessert? Yeah. I think it's my favorite as well.
Really?
I love chocolate.
It's definitely top
Chocolate
13.
cakey. Like, I like brownies more than I like chocolate cake. There's just something about them that's different.
Yeah, me too.
And that's definitely what's going on here. Something that I love about this recipe as well is that it's kind of off tangent, but that's just how I roll. You can use these same ingredients, omit the cocoa powder, and you can use it as a base for different flavors of cakes. So like I've used this sweet potato base with the maple syrup and the coconut oil and everything that you see here. And I've made a cinnamon raisin cake. And it was so good as well.
It was really good.
This is
very versatile.
It's very versatile, this recipe. You just change a few ingredients and you can get completely different flavors. It just works.
It does just work.
Okay, so as you can see now, we're adding more wet ingredients. So when you're baking, mostly you do the wet ingredients and then the dry ingredients. So all of the wet ingredients we're putting in the food processor straight.
And this is almond butter,
Yeah.
but you can use any of the nut butters, as we always say, very interchangeable. Almond will make this sweet though.
Is there any more that you can get out of that?
Yeah, I can
You
get
probably
more.
need a little bit
A
more.
little bit more. Oh, it's sticky that.
At home, I sometimes just take almonds straight up that I've pre-soaked and I put them in there.
And then blend it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
blend it. So you can just, if you don't have nut butter at home or seed butter at home, you can also just use the nuts that you have.
Magnificent.
Okay.
That's in there. I'll look at that later off air.
Off air. And then our favorite Medjool dates. This is
Yep.
going to help a lot with, so the sweet potatoes actually have a really high amount of fiber, and these dates are going to have fiber in them as well. So we like to add the dates for a different type of texture, a different flavor of sweetness. I think it adds like a dynamic layer to the
And obviously all
brownie.
the health benefits of dates, which we've touched on in every show. I think they're in every show. Even if we're not using dates, we talk about dates.
They're in every sweet show, I feel like, that we do.
Every
definitely.
sweet show, without a doubt.
Okay. And
Another classic for us, vanilla extracts.
Right.
This is going to be the natural antidepressant. It's going to also add to that real nice flavour that we're looking for in the
I
brownies.
just feel like most sweets are just eyeball it.
Really?
a tea-
Risky, that's risky.
It's a
I like
teaspoon.
it
It's a
now.
teaspoon.
Oh.
That's probably a teaspoon. See, it's as simple as that.
If we get it wrong,
You just trust. You
You-
like picture the measuring size in your head, and then just dump.
go on then.
You get it.
You need another spoon, right?
Yeah. Okay. So and then we're gonna do a heaping spoonful of coconut oil.
Which is going to help for brain health, digestion, and it's also going to help
Oh,
bind.
this is rock hard.
Whoa.
Oh no, this is
You'll get it out. Do you want help?
It's just not gonna blend the same.
Oh.
Was not expecting that, Leopold.
There's another one in there. There's one in there.
Well, no.
You don't want the other one.
I don't want the other one. Okay, well, as we break this apart, do you want to tell us the history of brownies?
I can do my best to remember.
All right, okay, I remember, so.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I remember. Back in 1893. Way back when.
1893, so brownies, I mean, that's pretty like recent in the human timeline, isn't it?
Well, so just over 100 years. There was a woman who was called Catherine,
Bertha Palmer.
who asked a chef for a sweet treat that could fit in a lunchbox that was smaller than a cake but had cake-like properties. And the chef went on his way, did an experiment, and out popped
This chocolatey walnut, what he called the Palmer brownie after that, with an apricot glaze. And so I guess the Palmer House Hotel is this
In
very
Chicago.
bougie hotel in Chicago. And they still serve that brownie recipe to date. Fascinating.
There you go. Now you know. 1893.
And then after that, people kept making different renditions of it. It came in a cookbook in 1896 from Fanny Farmer. That's her name, Fanny Farmer.
And Bertha Palmer.
And she...
Not related.
No. But she didn't call it a brownie, and I don't think it was chocolatey, so I don't even know why she's in the Wikipedia page. But then other people in Maine tried to say that they came up with the brownie, but the Palmer house was like, no, no, no.
It was us.
It was us first. Okay, so
I'll get that in there.
that's
You've done a
one
great job with
spoonful. It's like excavating. Excavating coconut oil.
And then are we going to blend this with all the drying or put the wet in as well?
No, you have to do, we'll blend the wet first and then go dry. That'll be good enough.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get more of that out later. But
Right.
trusty old mixer,
Loudest mixer in the world.
the ear-shattering mixture. It's really served us well.
So I'm just going to blend that up until it's smooth.
That worked out really well.
That worked out well.
You're
You
gonna
can-
put it
you
on the
can see
recipe, it's
this.
gonna get dirty. You see how goopy it is?
They can see it on the mirror, I think.
So you could eat that as a raw dessert as is.
Yeah,
Like,
you
that will
could.
be sweet, that will be satisfying, filling. It looks like cookie dough,
It
but
does look like cookie.
this is not the end.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
what's
I knew that was gonna happen. That's
Did
what
you
I-
really?
Yeah, so I said that was like, that's gonna get messy. I need that bowl right now.
She needs the bowl.
So now that we've got that done, we're gonna transfer it over to a larger mixing bowl. If you do anything in a small mixing bowl, you're gonna regret it because you try to mix things and then it just is so
Ends up on the
hard.
floor. The
Right,
dog's
'cause
eating it.
just, oh man.
Don't want that, do we?
We did drop these brownies on the ground and the dog was right on it.
Don't last long, do they?
No. Okay.
Right, get that in there.
Look at that, gooey.
Lovely job.
That's awesome.
It is. It blended really well, that.
I'm surprised considering the coconut oil was rock
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Maybe because the potato was still slightly warm.
I don't know. It's a good job, though. Right, so that's the first part of the brownie mix. Mm-hmm. It
Yeah.
does smell, I don't know if you can smell that, but it smells really good. I think you put the perfect amount of vanilla in.
Oh.
Not too much, not too little.
This
Right,
food processor sometimes just really holds on to the material.
Yeah.
You'll have to give that a good off-camera lick later.
is this done for now? We're using this again?
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, I can use it again. For the
Should I try to
frosting.
like?
I'll do that.
Okay.
You start making the next part.
So now is the dry ingredient time. We're gonna start with oat flour. You can use almond flour here or coconut flour. I'm not quite sure how those would taste because I've only used almond flour so far, but I could imagine it ends up relatively the same.
Yeah.
And so I need.
What do you need? Cup?
Do they have another third cup over there, or just?
Just use that one.
I know it's got maple syrup in it, so all the flour will stick to it.
Uh-huh. Or use that and just eyeball a third of a cup. Go on,
We'll
believe in
eyeball
yourself.
2/3 of a cup.
Believe
I
in
did it
yourself.
earlier, actually. I got
You
like
can do it.
2/3 of a cup of oats, and it worked out.
Bit more.
See, that's about half.
Flour there, was that not
Yeah, there's another one. There's this one
There's
here.
plenty.
Go on.
okay? Because I did buy the oat flour too.
Oh,
Yeah, we've got the oat.
that will come in
is
handy
oat
in the
flour,
next
yeah.
time, yeah, because this
Thank you.
is basically
Make
empty.
sure I did the right thing on that.
Oh,
no, you did
very
great,
proactive.
thank you.
Thank you, Pam. You're
Go
always
on.
amazing. So that's what I love about this recipe as well, is because you're using the sweet potato carb in it, you don't have to use as much flour. A lot of baking recipes, you'll find it needs like a cup
lot,
or
yeah.
a cup and a half of flour, and it's a lot of flour. And so this requires less flour, and that's what I love about this recipe as well.
Cacao powder.
So we're gonna do a half a cup of cacao powder.
For the oh, that's an interesting rip. I wonder who did that. Looks like a mouse has gone at it.
Probably was me.
Really? It's very unlike you. The heat.
It almost looks like they wanted to open it, but then they changed their mind.
I don't know what's going on with
It's
that.
okay. It's better that it's a small hole because then it doesn't get everywhere.
It's just weird how it's. Anyway,
Whatever.
how much of that are we putting in?
Organic cocoa powder, nice.
Nice.
It's got fiber, magnesium, and vitamin C. We're doing a half a cup of this.
Yep.
I don't want to get it everywhere,
Can it
but
help?
we'll see what happens. If there's a little bit extra, it's not gonna.
Yep, that's probably good.
Okay, half of a cup.
Lovely job.
And then we're gonna need a teaspoon of baking powder. See how I have got this on lock?
Yeah, what's
I've
that?
made this recipe way too many times. Okay,
Top
where's...
shelf. What's the baking powder gonna do?
It's gonna be your science experimental part of it.
Well, it's gonna help it rise, right?
Yeah, the brownies don't rise that much, to be honest, but it does help it become like a cakey.
And then half a cup of chopped pecans, which I don't think I'll chop them now.
Well, we have to put a little bit of sea salt in it.
Yeah. Oh, they are chopped. They are. Do
Little
you want
bit.
it more chopped than that?
Yeah, a little bit.
What about if I put them in here and blend them? That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Well, then it will stick to the sides, wouldn't it? It's not that hard to chop. I think that's all the dry ingredients.
That about right?
Yeah. So adding the pecans, or you can even add walnuts. that's cashews. Adding the chopped nuts is optional, but I guess in the original brownie recipe, walnuts were one of the stars of the shows. We like the walnuts in it for the brain health, but pecans are also very healthy as a nut. They contain a wide variety of
Goodness.
nutrients. And so, but I always like to add the extra chocolate chips. I don't like to skip out on the chocolate chips. Because when you get that soft chocolate chip in the brownie,
No one's complaining about that,
it
are
just makes such a big difference.
they?
Well, that's probably too many, but that's fine. Because we
Well, we
only
can take
need,
half. Take as many as you want.
I think we only need about 1/4 cup of those.
Really? It says half a cup on there.
Does it really?
I've been deceived. Go on.
Well, just put it all in then. That's fine.
Really? Yeah. Just
Whatever.
bang them in.
Well, do you want to see how much it amounts to? That was professional. Okay.
Done that before.
Have you? Look at that strategy. You won't find that Top Chef or anything.
Why?
Like that.
What's wrong with that? Is that not? I think that's pretty creative.
I think it's.
There you go. That's like that's basically 3/4 of a cup. So
I think you did great.
maybe a bit too many, but
It's fine.
we'll be fine.
Okay. So then, I don't know why it's only 1/4 cup of chocolate chips
cup-ish.
then, because yeah, we're gonna make that a heaping one. There we go.
Whoa.
I love the
Keep them
chocolate.
in. Get them in.
Chocolate is not bad for you. Just chocolates
The
that
right chocolate is
covered
good for you.
in sugar are the ones that are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So this actually requires quite a bit of vigorous mixing because cocoa powder, I don't know what it is about it, like its scientific properties, but you know, have you, like anyone that's cooked with cocoa powder before, do you realize when it's so dry and it like bursts up in like smokes of cocoa powder in your face, and it really struggles to adhere to the wet ingredients when you want it to. I don't know what it is about it, but it is fascinating. Like, do you smell it right now? It's in the air.
Smells nice, I think. You could just eat that as well, couldn't you? Raw, probably.
Yeah, you could. I'm not quite sure if eating raw oat flour is okay. I was actually thinking about that before the show
Were you
because
really?
I do lick
that
it.
in your mind?
I lick the extras off the bowls and stuff like that,
It's
and I'm
definitely
fine. But usually you cook oats, so
Yeah, but you'd definitely be fine. As
yeah,
long as you're not eating like a cup a day or something.
cup a day.
Cup of oats, cup of dried.
A cup of brownie powder a day keeps the demons away.
That looks good, that.
Yeah, see how it's all coming together into
Lovely
this
job.
goopy, mushy mess.
Lovely, lovely, lovely job.
The reason that I like to bake this recipe instead of keeping it raw is because it gets a nice crisp on it in the oven. Like when you're making brownies, I always like the corner pieces.
You do, don't you? Yeah.
Because you got the hardness of it, the like upper layer, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
the soft insides.
And
Anna
that's-
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do with that, Catherine, I'll get you,
Okay, we should
clear-
probably
I'll
move
clear you
this
some
stuff over.
space.
Yeah.
I'll get you some space.
We gotta share sweet potato with
We'll do it
people,
after.
though. Alright. Okay, so you obviously can just put this in a regular cake pan, square pan, depending how much you make and how much big of a size pan you need. But what I've really enjoyed doing recently is making them into brownie bites, so little bite-sized pieces instead. And that way, They're like,
They cook faster, less waiting.
they cook faster, and you get that crust along all four sides
Yeah.
of it, which I really like. Because we've made it in our little cast iron, and it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
So you don't even need like parchment paper. It cooks pretty good.
So you're just gonna make those into balls.
Yeah, so I just form them. I usually use a tablespoon size. Some of them end up a little bit bigger, some a bit smaller, but it's definitely gonna be chocolate. Look at all those chocolate chips. Oh my goodness.
Well, do like 6 and then we can just do the rest after.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was
But they basically look like cookies, but whatever.
brownies.
They're brownies.
Brownie cookies.
Brownie cookies. Whatever size shape that you want for them, you want to really establish it now because, like I said, it doesn't really rise that much.
Yeah, but you can do other shapes. I like the long ones sometimes too.
What do you mean?
The long brownies.
You want them like in bars instead of circles?
No, I want circles today, but I'm saying you can do bars.
Oh, we lost a chocolate chip. Get in
All
there.
right, well,
Am I not going fast enough for you?
no, that's good. That's enough. So we're gonna
It's
take
just so sticky.
just do 6 total. Yeah.
You got ice cream scooper.
Yeah, an ice cream scooper.
That would
help,
also would
yeah.
work too.
With a little clicker thing on it.
My tablespoon at home is kind of like shaped like an ice cream scoop, which is really nice.
And then we're gonna bake these for how long? About 10 minutes.
No, I usually do about 20. You could do
Okay.
20 to 30 depending on your oven.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. All right. well,
Because
I'll
you'll
get these.
know once you, the outside will start to firm, and
I'll
then
get
that's
these
when you
into
know
the
when to
oven.
take it out.
We'll finish that in a minute.
Okay.
Right, next we're going to make the frosting to go on top. Back with the blender.
I'm not going to worry about cleaning the blender.
No.
Because it's all just sweet. It's the same flavors. It doesn't
It's
matter.
the same. We're going to start off with
Dates. Wow. Who's surprised?
what's better than dates in the brownie?
More dates on the top.
Dates in
Okay.
2 cups, right?
So dates is how we get our frosting. It's just, I don't know how else to get it, really, to be honest. It's just such a gooey consistency that comes out like frosting. I've made the brownies with an avocado frosting before, like we said, but the avocados, if you don't keep them in the fridge, the frosting will go bad.
Yeah, it goes bad, yeah.
So we just shortcutted it and we've made it straight date. Because what is regular frosting besides just sugar anyways, isn't it?
It's
literally
just mainly sugar, yeah.
Sugar and some sort of milk, so that's what this is. Sugar with some sort of milk.
And I'll go back into the coconut oil.
Back into the excavating.
Back into the...
You know,
This has been an unexpected obstacle of this
Right.
show.
because if
Okay.
it was, sometimes, people feel like they need to keep their coconut oil in the fridge, but it's not completely necessary. It doesn't
How much do we need?
necessarily go bad. A heaping spoonful again.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Could you melt it in the microwave or no?
Ah, well, I guess we could, but I don't know if this is plastic. This is,
I don't know if that's microwave safe. That
I don't trust my.
you kind of have to just scrape the sides.
Go on,
of
you do it.
Okay.
It's too much for me. They're too nuanced of a thing. So I'll start off with the next ingredient. We're going to put, this is coconut milk. You can use other plant milks. We just really like the coconut milk. It's
We're
thick.
obsessed. Yeah, it's thick. It's creamy. It's organic.
A whole cup, right?
Well, it is a whole cup, but honestly, here you just try a half a cup.
And then we can add to it if
Yeah.
necessary.
Because I've been experimenting with
that.
the frosting recipe.
Beautiful.
Sometimes I've been ending up with too much frosting, but then some people think, oh, there's never too much frosting. So then I'm like, ah. So you'll find out how much you make here, and if you have extra, it's really not a bad thing because it's actually just a great dessert on its own.
Yeah, it's very rich. You like it on its own. I don't. I like it on bananas.
Yeah, it's
You can
good on
make that and
bananas.
then
Good on apples.
apples,
It's
bananas.
kind of like a Nutella spread, kind of, but
Kind
just
of, yeah.
not with the hazelnut. So, and then we're gonna add more cocoa powder to get that. Oh,
We did it.
it was a tight
We did
fit.
it.
Tight fit, we made it.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Right. Get that in there. You're good at that, you. Look at hidden talent.
I have a scraping skill, I guess. It's kind of
The
it's a
scrape.
very niche skill. We've got a little bit
A
extra.
little bit
coconut
extra in there.
milk.
Get that blended up.
Get in there. Shout out to Mbe.
You want me to do it?
That's okay. I'm on this side now.
Yeah, I know.
We
You've been
switched sides. What's
promoted.
happened? Is this the promotion
I've
side?
been moved down the bench.
Okay. It's very sticky over here. Things got out of hand. Okay, so we're gonna turbo launch this. And then we're gonna evaluate if it needs a bit more. I think it needs a little bit more milk.
Go on.
So we're gonna, just to get a creamier frosting. But if you like chunks of dates in your frosting, then by all means, leave it chunky. Okay. Joshua's,
Efficient.
the teasers are here.
You're gonna pipe it out.
Looks like a charcuterie knife or something.
Nice little cute one. Oh, look at
So
that.
look at that, chocolate frosting. You
Lovely.
couldn't tell that any different than chocolate frosting you get from the store, I think.
I didn't know you could buy chocolate frosting from a store.
What are you talking about?
I've never bought chocolate frosting from a store.
Really?
I haven't.
That's how they sell it.
What, in bags?
Well, they sell it. Yeah, they sell it.
It's already in a dish made up, ready to go.
Yeah.
There you
scoop
go.
it out. They
Well-
make it shelf. Well, the reason, I mean, the fact that it's shelf stable just makes
Worrying.
it a little
That's
bit
why I've never
worrying.
bought it.
Yeah.
Well, these are the brownies out the oven.
Look at that. Little bites. And so you don't
Lovely.
even technically need to put frosting on them. We've tried them without frosting and
Yeah.
they're really good as well. So these ones that we made at home today do not have extra chopped pecans or walnuts in it. It just has ground up almonds in it and chocolate chips. Okay, so, you know, use your discretion here with how much frosting you enjoy. But we're gonna get this caked up.
Lovely job.
Oh my gosh, look at
I
that.
like it when you do the little peaks as well, yeah.
I just think that
Oh, lovely.
as a dessert, it's just perfect. Joshua shoves the whole thing in his mouth, but that's definitely 2 bites for me. You do, you just gobble them up.
Because then you get more in the same amount of time. They don't last long, these. You got to be
No.
real careful. But you don't really, because, again,
And then
all
if there's-
understandable ingredients.
Yes, they're all very understandable ingredients. And they're honestly so high in fiber that it may encourage you to go to the bathroom.
They are high
Which
in
is
fiber.
pretty shocking because you're like, oh my gosh, how could something so delicious make me have to go potty with fiber? But any of those people that get polyp scans still, not that I want to be talking about that right now, but it's good fiber.
We've gone there,
dessert.
haven't we? Do you want a plate or something to present these on? A white plate? There just isn't one.
Sure.
The only thing they've got is they
Oh,
don't have a flat plate. I guess that would be okay, won't it? Like that.
do you want to do the presentation? Since
Sure.
you're on that side, you're on the presentation
Am
side.
I?
of
I've
the-
been promoted.
So the promotion works either way.
I thought I'd been demoted.
Do you see how creamy that frosting is? Oh gosh, I hope you guys are excited.
Yeah, there's no flat plates, honey.
That's okay, that's fine.
There's only these, but
You'll just have to hold
yeah,
the tray up then.
wonderful.
So
Look
this is
at
probably
that.
like a little heavy on the frosting, but
That's good, that's
whatever.
good.
Wait, I didn't finish frosting that last little guy. You rush
Let
me
me at 'em,
sometimes.
let me at 'em.
You rush me sometimes. you.
Russians.
Okay. It's just
I
sticky.
thought it was finished, that's all.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh no, my dress is sticking in the syrup.
Oh, there you go, Kevin. Lovely,
Look at those. Awesome.
lovely, lovely, lovely. Well,
So how simple was that, guys? That was
So
seriously
easy.
so easy. And of course you can just buy Simple Mills brownies from home, but I think when they're made from scratch,
oh, way better,
it's
And you get more of
It's
them?
a labor of love. You think you get more?
definitely.
Yeah. And you don't, those box ones don't come with frosting.
No, they don't.
And you don't want to buy the store stable frostings. I know they're tempting, but this
Well,
is
that's
so
so
easy.
easy.
And you buy them in bulk from Country Life, you have them in your fridge, you never regret it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for watching. This has been sweet potato brownies. We're excited to share these with the crowd. This recipe will be available on our website as always, and we really encourage you to go and try it because it is very easy, it's very customizable, and very tasty. Catherine, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, everybody.
guys.
Much love. Peace.
Bye.